Are you looking for an up-and-coming area that is close to all the amenities but not going to break the budget? Or maybe you still want some space without living in the middle of nowhere? Well, then I have the best neighborhood for you here in Vancouver, and that is Barberton. So today we are going to chat over all things Barberton has to offer. And then I'm going to take you on a tour of 3 different homes at 3 different price points in the Barberton neighborhood so you know what's available here for you. Hi, my name is Cassandra Marks, also known as Realtor Cass, and I am your guide to absolutely everything Southwest Washington, Clark County, Vancouver, and even Portland. And if you are thinking about making a move to my neck of the woods here in Southwest Washington, we absolutely need to chat. So please send me an email, a text, or DM me on socials. You can find me at Realtor Cass on just about everything. And we can set up a time to talk all over the Pacific Northwest and what it has to offer for you. So are you ready to learn about this amazing and growing neighborhood that has so much to offer? All right, Barberton is a 4.2 square mile census designated place, which we've talked about a lot, and it is located in southwestern Clark County. It is part of a cluster of unincorporated communities and neighborhoods here in Vancouver. Some of which we have already talked about, Salmon Creek, Philida, that kind of thing. And I do have other videos about those. But the Barberton neighborhood is bordered by Mount Vista to the north and northwest, and then Brush Prairie to the east, the Five Corners neighborhood to the southeast, Walnut Grove to the south, and Salmon Creek to the southwest. Also, a good portion of Barberton has Interstate 205 kind of as a little divider between Salmon Creek and itself. It's kind of nestled up here just south of the Washington State campus. The community is mostly a bedroom community with residents heading over to either the Salmon Creek area or the Hazeldale neighborhood for any of their shopping needs. But there has definitely been some commercial growth in the area, but it has mostly been homes being built up in the area. And I'd say that's been going on for probably the last 5 to 7 years. So that being said, Barberton is home to another location of one of my favorite downtown breweries. There's a little bit of retail here, and that is Heathen Brewing. I mean, I've talked about them. They've got great beer, great food options, and the fantastic atmosphere. I love their pizza. There's also a delicious local microbrewery called Brother Ass Brewing, and their tagline is a humble family-run microbrewery celebrating the art of craft beer and the joy of community. Well, I gotta tell you, people here truly love to support small family-owned businesses, and this is definitely one of them. Another thing you need to know about the Barberton area is for all of you carnivores, if you have not, you need to check out Mayor's Custom Meats. It is one of the few retail front butcher shops in the area. Otherwise, if you are looking for some grass-fed beef straight from the farm, I can probably hook you up. Some cool retail in the Barberton area you should check out is the pnwwildmushrooms.com, because mushroom hunting is a super popular activity here in the Pacific Northwest, and there's so many varieties of mushrooms that you can eat. It just makes your food so much better. But speaking of the outdoors, we have talked at length that people come to the Pacific Northwest to enjoy the outdoors, and there's not a ton of parks in the Barberton neighborhood, but there are 2, and I'm sitting at one right now, that are pretty amazing. The first is the Greyhawk Neighborhood Park, and it is located next to a cute, quiet little neighborhood and has open space for puppies to run, children to play on the jungle gym. And then where we are right now, we are at the Pleasant Valley Community Park, which is nestled up next to the Pleasant Valley Middle School, and it has some great trails that are not overly busy. I've been here for a few minutes, haven't seen too many people, a few dogs, and it's been really amazing to just sit here and take it all in and have some really great views of the surrounding area. But if these 2 parks are not enough, the Salmon Creek Regional Park isn't that far away, or there's always the Cougar Trails on the Washington State University campus just north of here. All great options for getting outdoors. Speaking of schools, let's chat over some of that. So if you have kiddos, in the schools there are 2 different school districts splitting the neighborhood of Barberton. Most of the people that reside in Barberton will attend the Prairie High School, which is in the Battleground School District. But for a small portion closer to I-205, the residents there will be attending the Vancouver School District and end up at the Skyview High School in Salmon Creek. I think it's time to chat about the homes you can find here. Oh my gosh, there has been a lot of building going on in the past 5 to 7 years. I think we've already talked about that a little bit, but it is one of the top 5 neighborhoods in Vancouver area to retire to. There is a correlation between the two, and it happens to be many of the new builds are either larger lots with 1-story homes, or the homes that are 2 stories have main level living and extra space upstairs for when kids and grandkids come to stay and visit. You will find a wide variety of styles of homes and relatively moderate price ranges. As you'll be seeing today as we go on tours, we'll be visiting homes from $530,000 up to $989,000, and you will find the median home price in this neighborhood is just over the Vancouver average of $550,000. We're at $560,000.
Wow.
Another more common feature you will find in this area is gated communities. There are some here, and there's some throughout the Vancouver area, but you're gonna find a larger portion of gated communities here in the Barberton area, and I'm not quite sure why, but they just keep popping up. Like the most recent one I've seen is the Royal Glen by Evergreen Homes, and if you're interested in getting a private tour, please pop over to my Vancouver New Construction channel, where I tour and give commentary on all the hottest new neighborhoods, builders, floor plans here in the Southwest Washington area. I'll drop the link down in the description below so you can check it out. So Barberton is a great neighborhood and just starting to take off, and is really a great place to build not only equity here in the Vancouver area, but just to enjoy being close to everything. Okay, well, I think it's about that time. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's jump in the car and head out to our first home. Hi, welcome. Today we are in Barberton. We are touring homes from $530,000 up to $989,000, and this is our first one behind me right here. So let me tell you about this house, okay? It is a 5-bed, 3-bath, just over 2,100 square feet, and it was built in 1978. And they're asking $530,000 for it, okay? So things I absolutely love about this house. This house is an equity builder. It is an amazing equity builder, and it is a very common style of house here in the Pacific Northwest, as well as there's so many opportunities to do an amazing remodel on this place. I've seen so many cool things on this specific model of home. So it is a split level. When you walk in the front door, you either go upstairs or downstairs. And when you walk upstairs, you're gonna have a living room, a dining room, and a kitchen, and there's a wall. You can actually remove that wall with some engineering and have a really open floor plan in the upstairs area. I've seen an amazing huge island, super cool. So this has a lot of ability for transformation and equity growth. Other things I love about this house, when you're downstairs, there's a wood insert pellet stove to keep the house warm in the winter, and it backs up to a green space, so you do have a lot of privacy. It is also located on a cul-de-sac, which is really cool and is super private. So now that we've talked a little bit about this house, let's jump in the car, drive around the neighborhood, so then you can see what else is available here in Barberton. Hi, welcome. We have just arrived at our second house today. We are touring houses in the Barberton neighborhood from $530,000 up to $989,000. And our second one is right here behind me. Check out that blue sky. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy today. All right, so let me tell you about this house. It is a 4-bed, 2-bath, just over 2,200 square feet, built in 2016, and things I absolutely love. So this entire neighborhood is single level. Almost every single one of them comes with a 3-car garage. It is a beautiful neighborhood. Great homes. So when you walk in the front door, you just walk in just a tiny ways down the hallway, and it opens up to an open living, dining, kitchen concept. And they have a beautiful gas fireplace insert, and I love the island in the kitchen and the cabinet color in the kitchen and the cabinet layout. Very beautiful for this home. Everything's just so light and bright. And so then as you go on throughout the house, you have pretty good sized bedrooms. You get over to the primary suite, and it's just a beautiful home. Another thing I absolutely love is the backyard. So when you get into the backyard, it's just got a great landscaping layout area, and it's perfect. So now that we've talked a little bit about this house, let's jump in the car, drive around the neighborhood so you can see what else you can get here in Barberton. Hi, welcome back. Today we are touring homes in Barberton neighborhood of Vancouver from $530,000 up to $989,000. And we've just arrived at our third house, which is right behind me here. Let me tell you about this house. It is a 4-bed, 4-bath, just over 3,800 square feet, built in 2006, and they're asking $989,000 for it. And let me tell you everything that I love about it. First of all, look at this color. This exterior color with the brick and the green and the landscaping is so absolutely beautiful. So then when you walk inside, the trim and millwork is absolutely gorgeous as well. Such good craftsmanship. The other things that I love about this house is it has 3 fireplaces, and if y'all have been following me for a while, you understand I love a good fireplace. So it has 3, including one in the primary suite that is double-sided. This house is just gorgeous. There's tons of space, beautiful work. I love the size of the kitchen. I love the built-ins in the fireplace in the living space. I also love that there's a separate kind of family hangout space upstairs with a little bar area, and it looks like they were using it as a workout room, which is absolutely the coolest. You can just stare out the beautiful home. The other thing I like about this house is the fact that there is green space behind it, even though it's kind of downhill. So you've got privacy, there's no one behind you. So now that we've talked about this house a little bit, let's jump in the car, drive around the neighborhood so you can see what else is available in this area. What did you think of the homes available here in Barberton? Did anything strike your fancy? Well, Barberton is a growing community with many options for all price points. And one small tip I have for you, if you decide to purchase a new build here in the Pacific Northwest, You want to get a home where the build is done in earlier phases because it helps with appreciation, because as each phase moves forward through the building of the community, the home builders and the developers, they increase the prices, the more you know, right? Well, if this is not maybe the neighborhood for you, which I don't know why it wouldn't be. I'm like sitting here trying to think of reasons why people would not want to live in Barberton. But maybe then you should take a look at this video right here. This is kind of a video over all the neighborhoods you need to know in Vancouver area, and it might give you a better idea of maybe something else you'll like a little bit more. But again, I don't know why you wouldn't like Barberton. So again, my name is Cassandra Marks, also known as Realtor Cass. I'm a farmer with a wee little real estate problem, and thank you so much for spending time with me. I really appreciate it, and until I see you again, bye.